Alexa, tell me a Star Trek joke. I'll wait. Always wanted to do that. Hi, I'm Monte, and welcome to the next exciting episode of Coke and Strippers, where you always get the full Monte. Anyway, today we're going to do a review of the Amazon wand. And I know some channels say, don't turn it on, take it apart. Well, we're going to turn it on first to see how it works, and then we'll take it apart. Should be fun. Brand new Amazon wand. I don't really know what this thing does, but one of the things it's supposed to do is a barcode scanner, which I think is pretty cool. Back in the day, back in the 90s, I used to work for the Blacksburg Electronic Village. It was touted as the most wired town in the US. And at one point we had in the late 90s, we had a supermarket that would take orders online and get your food ready for you. You know, what is it they say? The future's already here, it's just unevenly distributed. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to do at the time was to build a trash can with a barcode scanner. Actually, I think I had a QCat maybe at the time. So that every time you throw something in the trash, you could get another copy. But, you know, too many projects, too many killer robots to build. Never actually got it done. But now we have this Amazon thing that looks like it has a barcode scanner built in. What? So what's with this? I mean, I was looking for a USB charger. This thing has batteries? What are batteries? What's this section? Okay, so you can hang it somewhere? Yeah, okay. But batteries? No USB charging? That's weird. No, hang on a minute. Before I wire these things up, I'm going to set up a way to capture all the packets in and out of this device as it connects to the internet. We'll see what it tells you. You know, are there any clear text passwords or setup codes? With any luck, we won't see anything at all because it'll all be encrypted. But it's worth taking a look. So we'll do that before we even power it on. This is the quick start guide. It says there's a scan button, 2 batteries, and a hook. Pull it apart. Great. Say it. Press the button on your wand and say, hand soap. Alexa, buy me some hand soap. All right. I'll try to resist doing that through the rest of this video. Oh, I hear mine from downstairs. Or you can scan it, or you can ask it stuff. I mean, a portable Alexa is kind of cool. I wonder if it'll like play music and read my books and double A's, or triple A's. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like triple A's, but I like USB charging stuff as well. Anyway, let's go set up a network where we can capture some wireless packets. All right, on the first startup of this device here, I want to capture its traffic out to Amazon. It's probably encrypted, we won't see anything. Hopefully, but it might not be. And in particular, if it does an update and it pulls data down to update the firmware, I want to grab a copy of that. That might be interesting for later on. So what I've set up here is a network wireless capture network. So I've got my favorite device. This is an Ethernet hub. You can't even get these anymore. So here's the way the setup is going to work. Here's our Amazon wand. It looks like this. Amazon, and at some point it's going to talk to this wireless access point. This is an access point, wireless. So, and what it's going to try to do, it's trying to get out here to the internet. What we've done is that we've connected the wired Ethernet cable from this access point through this hub, and then it goes out to the internet. But we also have a cable coming out and going to the laptop. over here. And what this hub is going to do is that every packet that that this Amazon One sends out to the internet, it's going to copy it to the laptop, and we'll be able to capture it for analysis later on. Same for any packet coming back in. This hub is a great thing to do this with. You could get something like a network tap, but a tap is going to require 2 Ethernet ports for full duplex. This hub only does half duplex, so you can get every packet guaranteed, no loss, with just a single Ethernet port, not having to have 2 Ethernet ports on a laptop. We're not going to go into the details here. We might do that later, but we'll be able to capture every packet going in and out to the internet this way. At some point during the setup, we'll use a cell phone, and it'll probably connect directly to this to do the setup. I'm not going to try to capture these packets right now. We can do that later. Mostly I just want to see if there's some kind of firmware update that's going to come down from Amazon through this device to the Amazon Wand. Again, might be interesting to look at later, particularly if you want to hack it. Alright, the first step says to install the batteries. This battery kept coming out connected to the wand. Thought maybe there was something sticky on there. No, there must be a big magnet in here. This must be your fridge magnet. That's a pretty good idea.
To use this device, you'll first need to use your mobile phone and go to amazon.com/setup.
Dash setup. I assume that's the word dash. That's kind of interesting because these instructions say amazon.com wand to set up. You can require a speaker confirmation code. Turn off voice purchasing. That's useful. I always wonder if somebody's coming into your house and they're getting ready to murder you, go, Amazon, friend's getting ready to kill me. So if law enforcement comes and subpoenas the information, you'll have it. Now this is the part. Oh, I thought it would go. I thought it would go wireless between the cell phone and the Dash Wand Wi-Fi. It looks like it's going Bluetooth. So that's kind of interesting, a little unexpected. Please, oh, I get a green light. Setup complete. Introduction to Dash Wand or exit and view later. How about this? Oh, do I use it? Do I use a name or do I just say, tell me a Star Wars joke?
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Ha! Lukewarm. It's an oldie but a goodie. Hey, this thing works. Read me my book.
Kindle is not supported on this device.
Read me my Audible book.
Audible is not supported on this device.
That sucks.
Added.
What? What do you mean added? What do you mean added?
Added.
Added?
Added.
Help added?
For help with that question, go to the help and feedback section of the Alexa app.
Alright, whatever. So, it's supposed to do a barcode scanner. How do we do that? Let's say I want to buy another one of these, which you cannot buy anymore. I tried. But there's a barcode on it. Nothing? Maybe I want another wand. I got 2 barcodes.
Added.
Ooh. I'll just add once. What else do I have around here with a barcode?
I couldn't find that. Please tell me what you scanned.
A Belkin router.
Added.
Whoa! I'm buying all kinds of stuff. Alright, when I go back and look at my cart, I see Belkin router not ready for checkout. I see Amazon Dash One. This is I'm checking in my cart. Add, not ready for checkout. Added, not ready for checkout. Sucks, not ready for checkout. So I guess when I said that sucks, maybe it thought I said add sucks. Who knows? And then there's some other miscellaneous stuff I put in my cart before that I was going to buy. Very interesting. It'd be nice, I think, to have a portable kind of Echo device that you could carry around with you that was rechargeable. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, center. That would be rechargeable and that kind of thing. And this isn't that, although it will answer some questions. How many cups in a barrel?
1 oil barrel equals 672 cups.
That's pretty good. What's the weather?
In Christiansburg, it's 64 degrees with clear skies and sun.
News brief.
Flash briefing is not supported on this device.
Dang it. That's probably the two things that I do the most often. Well, other than occasionally play music. Play 80s rock.
Amazon Music is not supported on this device.
That's a shame. Such a shame. Well, anyway, here you have it. The Amazon Dash with scanner. Well, now I've got another Amazon Dash in my collection. Alright, so how do we get this thing apart? Well, oh, shut up. I don't see any screw holes or anything like that. But there is this seam that goes around the outside. Let's see what we've got here. Now, a combination of using something sharp and using the wrong tool for the job and putting too much pressure on it is a... Oh, I forget what that's a recipe for. But it's a recipe for something. Let's try something with a little more oomph to it. Sort of working a little notch in here. Screws, not glues. Alright, screws means you can take this thing apart and put it back together again. Glue, not so much. If all else fails, get a bigger hammer. Got this little bitty Dremel for Harbor Freight. It's really not worth much, but for little projects it's kind of cool. Nope, need a bigger hammer. Dremel. Oh, that looks like that's gonna work. I'm not quite sure how this works yet. The side is definitely loose. There we go. It is loose. Woo! Oh, broken. Alright, when you take this apart, watch out for this little ribbon cable. Because when you pop it apart like that, it breaks. And it's got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's got a million little connectors for that. Oh, I guess while I'm here, there are some little screws. How can this adjust it? There are some little screws. Yeah, let's take those out, pull the circuit board out. And a couple more chips. Let's see if we can figure out what those chips are. Alright, so let's take a look at this with a microscope. We have an Atmel ATSAM-G55J19. This is an Atmel microcontroller, 128 megahertz. It's got 8 12-bit ADCs, analog to digital converters, and 512 kilobytes of ROM. Of course, I have all that memorized. Up here we have the WM80904G. This is a codec with 2 DACs, digital analog converters, and 2 ADCs, analog to digital converters, codec, codes and decodes. This is used in the audio, so it's listening to the audio and doing something with it, send it to Amazon. Amazon sending some kind of encoded audio stream back, and it's decoding it and playing it back. We have this TP-S6. This is a 10-bit analog to digital converter. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I thought that was a little strange, particularly when you've got all those analog to digital converters on this Atmel, and then you've got more on this codec. But I think maybe, particularly since it's down toward the battery, That's for monitoring battery voltage. Seems a little strange they didn't have one pin left on this Atmel to do that with, but whatever. And then over here, a 25Q128A. This is 128 megabits of serial flash storage. That's 16 megabytes. So we've had 512 kilobytes in here, and then 16 megabytes over here. All right, flip it over on the bottom. On the bottom is basically just the communication. We have this ATWINC chip, 1500B. That looks like an 802.11 BG and N. It's got some flash on it as well. That it says can be used for system software, whatever. And we've got CYBL10563, and that's the Bluetooth with another 128 kilobytes of flash. That's all she wrote. And one of the things we didn't look at was this laser scanner. Might be kind of interesting. There's a couple more screws in here. It also makes me realize I haven't seen a speaker. Let's go back and look, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a speaker, so I'm guessing maybe the speaker is embedded in this thing as well. Combination laser barcode reader speaker, maybe? Let's see. Give it a little pop. Oh, is that? What is this? It's another. Well, it's magnetic, and at first I was thinking it's a magnet, but there's a little screen and whatever. This is the speaker right here. Well, that's what these two wires are. They aren't power, they're speaker. I've sort of damaged it now, but that's probably the speaker and the mic connected on the bottom of here. One of the interesting pieces, though, is I see that going to this side and to this side looks like just two wires. So maybe these are the laser lighting, and this is the camera. I wonder if it's more than just a linear array. But even then, you could. I'm trying to imagine if you could hack this thing to capture still images of the room or whatever. I guess it's probably just a linear array, but if you wave it around, you might be able to get a picture. But then again, that also depends upon the focal length. It looks like there are a couple of LEDs. These look like just like LEDs here and here. And then I see a long strip back here on that PCB board that looks very much like some kind of linear array. It'd be interesting, though, to see what kind of pictures you could take with that. Speaking of hacking, a little hard to make out here, but there are plenty of little test points around the microprocessor and around that serial memory, so you could probably read, write, and modify what's in there, perhaps. I'll try to put it back together just for grins. I don't know if it'll notice if the camera is completely disconnected. It might die because of that. Alright, the batteries are back in. It's back together. Computer. Hello, computer. I don't hear anything. Oh, we got a couple of screws left over. Those aren't important. Yeah, just not sure. It could be dying because this cable's broken. I think it's not happy that this camera's not connected. Well, that's a demo and teardown of this device. If you do take yours apart, look out for this ribbon cable when you're popping it apart. It was interesting to get some of the info off of the chips, as well as a packet capture I may look at later. as a device, I think it's fairly interesting. It's nice to be able to do the scanning. It's nice that it can listen to you and has some of the features. It would be better if it could also had all of the Echo features. I like it to be able to, read my Audible books or play me music and carry it with me, and replace this with a rechargeable battery. That'd be nice. Now, it might be interesting if somebody did have some time to look at the code in this device. Maybe you could make Amazon believe that this was an Echo. Certainly has a lot of similar features. So anyway, this is your Amazon Dash Wand. Probably worth picking up off of Amazon. I hope you enjoyed this teardown video I did. I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, and thank you if you've shared it with a friend or multiple friends in a group or something. That really helps a lot. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, you go out and take something apart or put something together.